Hey everybody, Coach Max here, and today we're going to talk about calculating different shot distances with different variables. So for instance, we're talking about variables like wind and elevation, whether the hole is above you or below you, and the temperature. Here in Michigan, we have a lot of warm weather in the summer, but also pretty cold weather in the fall that you guys can play golf in. We know that wind affects the golf ball, right? It's going to blow the golf ball either left or right. If it's blowing toward you, you're going to have to hit a longer club. If it's blowing with you, you're going to have to hit a lesser club. But when it comes to temperature, golf balls also won't go as far when the weather is colder. So if it's cold, you may have to use a bigger club if you're playing in the fall in like October or November or in March or in April. Finally, if the hole is above you, meaning your next shot is into the hole that's higher than you, you're going to need to hit a bigger club. Well, if it's lower than you, you're going to need to club down. So one thing, we have a different resource guide for you guys with some quick calculations. We have 4 different holes, and you guys are going to have to try and figure out which hole or which club you should use for each hole. So I'm going to show you guys the different screen here really quickly. So over here, we have the different calculations and the different yardage of the drivers. You have your driver goes 200 yards all the way up to a pitching wedge that goes 80 yards. For every 10 miles an hour of wind, you have to decrease your club or increase your club depending on which way it's blowing. For every 15 feet uphill, you have to increase your club, or for every 15 feet downhill, you have to decrease your club. So for example, on a 120-yard par 3, you would normally hit a 7-iron. But if the wind is blowing 15 miles an hour in your face against you, you'll have to hit 2 clubs or 1 club higher depending on where you want to land the green. So you'll see here the different holes and the different yardage, the wind, and the elevation gain. So you guys will have to figure out which club you're using and which club you should use based on the wind and the elevation. This will help you when it comes to playing in different conditions, playing in different holes, depending on which hole or which wind, elevation, things like that. That way you're not, undershooting the green, overshooting the green, and it'll really help you when you get on the golf course, and also help you when it comes to, to improving your math skills and trying to figure out the different addition and subtraction and figuring out which club you should use. So good luck, and let us know if you have any questions.